Okay, so from my aspect, we're going to talk about what your body does and how it does it to start with.
Yep.
Just getting you set up. I've put something in your hand there. It's an inch longer than a standard men's golf club.
Okay.
So it just allows you to not have to bend from the waist so much
Yep.
and whatnot. So this part of your spine here is really, really good. That's probably a little more bent over than what we'd like.
Okay,
so
sure.
But part of that is also then if we drop your arms straight down here, that'll allow you to stand up a little bit straighter.
Okay,
We'll then start to see your head come back and we see a little bit straighter spine there. The only reason we want that is it allows your spine to rotate a little bit more effectively.
That makes sense, yes.
So otherwise it's going to have to zero out there at some stage, which means that it could straighten up and do a bunch of weird and wonderful things. So that's step number one. From this side, from there down is fantastic. As far as a little bit knee bend, we probably on the other side we might get you to stand the width of your stance being a little bit wider, just for a sound base.
Yep.
I'm pretty happy with everything else. We might get a little bit of tilt here.
Okay.
Because your right hand's lower than your left on the golf club, so therefore we want to tilt in your spine,
Yep.
Which means that left hip will probably go a little bit further forward. But apart from that, it's all pretty solid.
Okay.
It's pretty solid. So as you start to move it back, all good. We'll talk about this right arm and what it will do eventually. It will actually start to fold up, and the golf club will be there.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay, that'll create some leverage for us, and then as you start to take that back further and rotate further, you'll tend to get a little caught there and a little stuck. So if you try to hit it further than that, it might get a little interesting.
Okay.
So in other words, if I put somebody in there that may or may not know what they're doing, where are we? I should just search these things, shouldn't I? So you start to see slightly different there, with a little curvature at the top.
Yep.
But the big one here is when he starts to take it away. You'll see that right elbow fold up.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the club being parallel to the ground there.
Yep.
And if we go across here, it's just going to be a little bit more relaxed, that's all.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And we'll just focus on trying to get you rotating on the way through. So it's just a bit tight there at the moment. Having said that, you do a pretty good job. You do a very good job.
Okay.
But these guys will tend to fold that up and then they'll be able to rotate that little bit further. They don't rotate a great deal, but you'll see how bent that right elbow is there now.
Okay, cool.
Not that I want you to swing it back that far right now.
Yep.
We'll see how you go, and that's what's going to generate the force for you, because clearly the golf club moves further.
Yes.
And we have a power source here through your right arm, and it extends back down in through impact. So apart from that, as I said, it's pretty damn good. We don't really want to mess with you too much,
Yep.
just to get you hitting a golf ball and realising that you don't have to do a great deal to hit it a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great.